Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tilly and today I'm going to be unboxing the March Illumicrate. Unfortunately, I've misplaced my trusty Escallion sword. I'm really hoping that it turns up, but in the meantime, I do have another letter opener that I can use. Before I do unbox it, my box this month was a little bit damaged, so I'm hoping that the items will be okay. I think maybe where it's been horrible weather here in the UK, it's just unfortunately got a bit grubby and there's just a few dents, but I'm sure the items in the book will be fine, fingers crossed. Okay, so I'm immediately seeing the spoiler card. So this month's theme is Live Like Legends. As always, I'm going to put this to one side and we will go through it at the end. So the first thing I'm spotting is this box, which it looks like it's got Zeus and maybe some of the Greek gods on. We have had mythology teacups before. In fact, I think there's one just here, but I'm not immediately seeing a saucer, so I'm intrigued to see if this is something a little bit different. I just flipped it round and you can see on the edge it says Illumicrate, Mount Olympus and the Underworld collectible teapot. I think that's such a cool idea. I love the idea of a teapot on my shelf, so let's open this up and have a look at what it looks like. Okay, so we've got a cute little lid with some blue, and then this is the teapot itself. Now I think this is absolutely beautiful. I love the gold foiling. I think that's really, really stunning. The gods themselves aren't particularly detailed. I'm assuming the middle one is Zeus, but I can't quite make out who the other gods are. And then if you flip it around, you've obviously got the underworld with Hades. Again, it's not particularly detailed. I do think it's a nice design overall, but I would have preferred it to be maybe a little bit more detailed. But it does look quite sweet and I think it will look really nice on my shelves, particularly once I've grown my Greek mythology collection and I can have a Greek mythology shelf. I think this will look really nice there. The next thing I'm spotting is this little bag with handles, and it's got pomegranates, snakes, urns, arrows. I do think it's a nice design, but it does feel a little bit cheap. And then inside it's got kind of that silver material, so I'm guessing this is a lunch bag, which is quite a nice idea. I don't already own anything like this. I know Illumicrate have done stuff like this in the past, but I personally have never owned one. I'm not taking lunch with me very often because, as I've said before, I do work remotely, but perhaps in the summer if I was going to a picnic or whatever it is, I do think this is quite a handy item to have. Then we have a very mysterious looking brown box. Of course, I couldn't believe I didn't guess this sooner, but of course it's a book pot. And as you can see, this one says a collection of Greek myths, and I love the orange colouring. And then this is what it looks like on the back, and it says ancient tales from the land of the gods. So again, this is going to look really nice on a Greek mythology shelf. You may be able to tell from my background that I've got the Great Libraries pot, which I currently use for bookmarks, and these pots are just so handy, so I'm pleased to see another one. Then we have these awesome Greek mythology stickers. I love these. I used to bullet journal and I used to use stickers like this religiously. I don't tend to bullet journal too much anymore, but I still can't resist a lovely sticker sheet, and these designs are absolutely beautiful. Slightly creeped out by the spider one, but I think the rest of them are just so lovely. And then lastly, that brings us on to the book. Again, it looks like Illumicrate have kind of given up on the pouch idea and are now just doing bubble wrap, which again I do think is quite a shame. But this book, guys, is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at this, the iridescent shine of it. Hopefully the camera is picking that up because it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not too sure what the original cover looks like, so I will leave that as always on screen now for you so you can see a comparison. Oh my goodness, I have just seen the edges. I mean, look at those. I love how the design follows round and then you've got a little ship. I think that's absolutely awesome. And then this is the back. So the quote on this says, her life to appease a god, his life to save a kingdom, her lies to destroy them all. And then you've got the spine. We've got some absolutely gorgeous end pages with some foiling. We know how I feel about foiling, and also the author's signature, which is always nice to see. The naked hardcover is quite plain and simple, but I do quite like that. And of course it's got some gold foiling, which is a big plus. There's not any artwork underneath the dust jacket, and then the artwork underneath the end pages is probably my favorite. It's absolutely beautiful, and again there's some lovely foiling. Again there's no artwork underneath the dust jacket, and we've got the same design as the front, I believe. Again, quite a simple design, but it's nice that they've carried that on to the back. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the design of this. The edges, as I said, are absolutely awesome. I do definitely feel that Illumicrate are definitely killing it at the moment in terms of their book, and I've just been massively impressed. If I'm honest, I know absolutely nothing about this book, so let's have a little read of that synopsis and see what this one's about. Death was only the start of her story. In the cursed kingdom of Ithaca, each summer brings the hanging of of 12 maidens, a gift to the vengeful Poseidon. For 17 years, Leto has escaped the curse's mark, until now. But death does not claim Leto. Instead, she wakes on a mysterious island, greeted by the immortal Melantho. She tells Leto that Athenka's sacrifices are the legacy of the great Odysseus, payment for the lives of Queen Penelope's 12 maids cast into the ocean centuries ago. Leto has the chance to break the curse, she just has to kill the Prince of Ithaca. But Prince Matthias also seeks to free his kingdom from the curse. Torn by her growing love for both Melantho and Matthias, Leto must choose a path to follow. By breaking the curse, they will save thousands of lives, but if they fail, then the tides of fate will drown them all. I do think this sounds really, really fun, definitely Greek mythology inspired, and I'm really excited to give this one a read. I've never heard of Sarah Underwood before, so again, let's have a little look at the author section. Sarah Underwood grew up by the sea in Devon. A data scientist by training, she is a graduate of Imperial College London and the University of Cambridge. Sarah has been writing for as long as she can remember and reading for even longer. Lies We Sing to the Sea is her love letter to the fantasies and the mythologies that shaped her. Beside books, her favourite things are fresh apricots, board games, and her flock of geriatric chickens. I love it when they include sort of hobbies or quirky things about authors, and I also love the fact that she grew up by the sea in Devon, so that's definitely been an influence for this book. So lastly, let's have a little look at that spoiler card. So first of all, of course, we've got our teapot. So this is the Realm of the Gods mini teapot, and this was designed by Niall Grant. Our final item in our Greek mythology tea collection is this beautiful mini teapot, featuring both Mount Olympus as well as the underworld. Oh, interesting, so they're going to steer away from doing the tea set now, so hopefully we'll see some different items, which will be cool. Then we also have our Greek myths book pot, and this was designed by Chatty Nora. Our next collectible book pot is inspired by all our favourite Greek myths and features a colour we have never included before. Please, Illumicrate, please include more orange. I love orange as a colour. Then we have the Olympian sticker sheet, and this was designed by Anna, and I'm going to leave her shop name on screen because I don't think I could pronounce it. I have a feeling I've ordered stickers from this shop before, and they've always been fantastic quality, so I'd highly recommend. Represent your favourite gods and goddesses with this Greek mythology sticker sheet. And then just lastly, in terms of items, we've of course got the Journey to the Underworld lunch bag designed by JK. Take your lunch or snacks with you wherever you go with your very own underworld inspired lunch bag. As always, I do like to have a little sneaky peek at what next month's box is going to look like. So the theme next month is Be My Enemy. If I'm honest, it does look quite space and sci-fi related, which as you guys will know isn't really my cup of tea, but I'm open to seeing what book it is, what it looks like, does it sound like something I'll like, and even though sci-fi isn't for me, it is very popular, and there will be loads of you out there that will love that this is a sci-fi book. So the featured book that month is a science fiction debut novel, which I think is really cool. It's really nice to see them showcasing debut artists. In a world where the destruction of Earth and humanity was brought on by an all-powerful alien race, one girl has spent her entire life training for the moment she can wreak revenge. But when her brother is assigned a deadly task, she knows that she must begin the quest for vengeance on her own. As more and more secrets come to light, will she decide that there are bigger things worth fighting for than revenge? This beautifully told story ripped us apart and had our hearts racing with each twist and turn. As I said, it doesn't really sound like my cup of tea. I don't really do space in terms of books, but as I said, I'm open to kind of getting the box and seeing what I think. In terms of items, we've got items from Iron Widow, Throne of Glass, which I'm so excited about. As you guys know, I'm a massive Sarah J Maas fan, as you can tell from my multiple shelves dedicated to her. So that in itself, I am just so excited about. We've also got an item from the Poppy War, which I've not read, but I'm really excited to read it. I have also not read Iron Widow, but I do own it, and it's one I'm hoping to get to fairly soon. And we've also got an item from Realm of the Elderlings, which again I've not read, but I know it's massively popular. In fact, I've actually read part of Assassin's Apprentice. Did really like it, but just found it really overwhelming in terms of not the book itself, but the whole world. So I've soft DNF'd it, but it's one I'm definitely going to come back to. So having some merch to inspire me to do that would be greatly appreciated. And also they've said that this box contains one of their favourite items that they've ever done, which is very intriguing, and I can't wait to see what that is. So there we have it. Those are the items and the book this month. What did you think? Did you like them? I quite liked the items this month. The teapot, as I said, could have been a little bit more detailed. I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of the lunch bag, but I think it is quite a good idea. The book, as I said, was fantastic. I definitely think Illumicrate are killing it recently in terms of their book designs and customizations. But as always, let me know what you guys thought. Did you like the items? Did you like the book? Please let me know down below in the comment. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.